But he's more interested in drinking the water that dribbles out of that hose than going to the bathroom. And hey, moon's already up. And somebody must be having car troubles. Parked up there in the middle of the road. Well, on the road. It's a narrow road, so probably in the middle. And there's our post sunset. Oh, we'll see if I get a glimpse of that in the morning. That'd be nice if it'd focus on it. It's actually pretty cool looking tonight. Had to do a little in search of for it. Pup got done peeing and back in the house, and I went, hey, I think the glow's behind the shop. So there, I got you the moon again. Shut the gate on him. Ty's opening up over there. We're finally going to get this thing moved. Run it over there. As soon as it's done there, they'll be moved over to this piece, and we'll start irrigating that. Not that any of us want to spend that much money a month, but, and yes, we did get the electric bill for the pump finally. It was 2 days later than the other, something like that. And you know, I can't tell you when the last time it was we moved this. That's how long ago it's been. Should have kept up on it, you know. Oh, we get that pipe swung back over, and I'm sure that menagerie over the other fence is half unhooked. So it's going to be a bit.
I don't know if you see these birds flying around me, but I haven't seen them for a while. Those are barn swallows. They're still here. I told Bryce they were gone because I hadn't seen them down on the power lines in a few days, quite a while ago. But obviously they're still here. Still hear the killdeer early morning, but I haven't seen any because, well, you know, I haven't exactly been out here. Still hear them complaining because they want out. They want new grass, but they got a couple days there yet, I think. I'd rather have them graze it down a little closer than leave it as is.
He got stuck. It always gets stuck. Yeah.
Then I tried to scream because it wouldn't
Yeah.
break.
Brake.
I didn't. I came with them this close, screamed it, and the brake finally stuck.
Brake wouldn't hold on that steep spot, which gave her a chance to get the pump primed. And I had her turn it on really right when I got that other one strung out. It wasn't going until I made it back up to the reel. And then, of course, I had to walk all the way across the three-quarter piece to get the bike to come pull her out. But at least she had the rope on and ready when I got here. So, yeah, this is what these girls have. And it kind of surprises me. Most of these green patches you see on the other side over here, that's all clover. A little bit of green patches of grass, but like from right in here that way, that's all bunches of clover, and there's some of them that are twice the size of the four-wheeler. Like, why aren't you girls eating that? Silly girls. Oh, let's see, I know who that is. Hey, Brent, who is that? And if we pan over here, oh, who's that licking on the other one? I know Brent knows. And behind her, there's one laying on the other side of the creek. I don't know why she's over there by herself. 312, she's on the other side. She was standing there when we went out, and she's laying there when we come back. Of course, Cowboy laying underneath the tree. I should have gone over and turned that valve on while Ty's trying to unhook. But I'm nicer than that. It's very muggy today, but it's not that warm. I mean, I got my zipper on my sleeveless shirt unzipped because it's too warm to have it zipped up, but it's still not that warm. Oh, and she's chicken. She's going all the way around. I always come back and come through here. And I don't know if I blew it or not. A couple years ago, the auction in Woodburn, hey, I'll put a plug in for them, Bar None Auction. They've been pretty good to us. They had a couple of, quote, pedestrian bridges at the auction. One was 4 foot wide, I think 40 feet long. The other was 5 foot wide and 30 feet long. Either one of them would have worked great right here for running it across without having to go through the dip. Oh yeah, now what she's doing is, this one, when it reels out, the hose gets loose and it kind of moves across the reel. So we pull it in tight and then turn the reel so it's snug, otherwise it will screw up. It doesn't lay quite right on it. And there we go. Hopefully catch this one before it goes through the dip so we can get a little extra water on it. Because once it goes through, you don't get it back up here. That's another reason it would be nice to have something here. I mean, I'd settle for a culvert too, but geez, it's the price of culverts. I mean, it would have been nice years ago to culvert the whole thing, except there's always been a spring over there, which we had a drain tile come in here, and then later when the cedar tree that was in the middle of the spring fell over because it was way so wet one winter and the wind blew too hard, we put a culvert in, and it's an open ditch. And then I think I'm pointing the right way, about where that little green spot is at the bottom of the hill. That's just on this side of where a 14-inch one comes from the cow's water trough. That catch basin up there comes under the lot and down and across to meet that ditch to come out. It works. Now we got to go close some gates and let some cows back out. They think they're getting new pasture and they're not. Seems we have a bunch of pissed off cows. They had their hearts set on going to a new pasture, so they are all literally right there between the double gates and the gate into the 3-corner piece that I go through with the traveler. But hey, water's flying again. Yay, can't wait for that bill too. I mentioned the irrigation meter bill came in today. Yeah, maybe it was yesterday. Must have been yesterday. The others came last week. I mean, $57 for the shop. I ain't gonna complain about that. That's the shop, that barn, machine shed, and you know, we haven't been in the shop a lot. Light's been on most mornings, but I haven't been using a lot. Compressor's always on. And the other bill, which was, don't quote me, but I think like around 160, I think, does the house, the well, and the back barn. But yeah, and the trailer. But if there's anything on the trailer now, it's, you don't need that stick. It's mine. If there's anything on in the trailer, it's a fan. Well, I know there's a fan. The ceiling fan is on. Oh, looks like Becky came out and did a little more. I'm going to show his stick up here. You don't need it. Look like crap now, but it'll look better later. And she'll complain because the sun's shining in those windows.
I have some ideas here.
Uh-oh, Becky has some ideas.
I would like
God,
to take
we're all
a power
screwed.
saw, dig up and trim these. These out front don't need to be here. That one back there can stay. But these do not need to be here. They're crowding everything over here.
Yeah.
That one can stay back there. We just need to trim them off low and then keep them trimmed off.
You believe that?
No, that one gone. I just want
Okay.
that back there. They will move forward.
Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Sorry.
Anyway, filler video, right? I better get a little twerp here. I don't want to leave him running around out here by himself. You never know when somebody might come in the driveway and he might do the stupid. Which, when Becky came home yesterday, I had just put him out when I was cleaning stuff up. And Red and Blue, of course, ran right out to the car when she was right here. He ran behind them and slowed down, and she was almost parked when he jumped off over here, came around and came back up to me like a good boy and sat up on the patio while she got out of the car. Healers like to get close to stuff. And honestly, the worst one over the years, it seems like the red ones are the are the ones that want to get close. Rainy used to literally be 6 inches off the side of the front tire of the skid steer, right where I couldn't see her. I tried to learn her a lesson without hurting her. I would do a quick turn. She'd stay 6 inches away from it. And Red is the same way. Blue, he stays out of the way for the most part. Worst thing about Blue is he'll lay out in the driveway someplace and he'll lay down right when you're coming through to feed a bale or something. It's like, you can't lay there, dude. So, anyway. Well, about 10, 15 minutes later, they decided they still got something there to eat on, so at least they're happier, right? What that one looks like on the wall. I was actually able to get that one tight. It's tight as it's going to be. It ain't loose. This one was kind of a pain in the ass. Studs right here. Next one right in the corner, like the old school boy. Where is it? Right there. It's pointing that way, so, you know. This was a pain in the ass. There's 2 toothpicks stuffed in a hole because it kept trying to go the wrong way. And there's an extra hole there because it finally stripped out by the time I got the top one in. But it's there. If this is level, that should be damn close. Each one of these is level, so it's going to sit right down in it. And this one is going to end up about there. That's where the stud is. It comes out off center a little bit, but not too bad. I'm going to have some lunch and make somebody help me pick that mirror up and slide it in here, and I hope I can clear the light. It should. And I still got to do something different for a light because she wants something, so there's a light over here and one over here, which I'm going to make something. It just hasn't been done yet. Well, it's finally up. Now that it's like 2:30 in the afternoon, because I've been helping Becky with stuff, making stuff and crap. I wanted to do it without the light on so you could see. I thought I had to space this at the bottom, but it actually, I got it in there right and it's there. So, that's one big shoe from there to there. And you can see that one good. It's like somebody sitting there. Maybe I should have put a little body on top and a little cowboy hat. I was sitting blind yet. So, there it is. I know, mirror needs to get cleaned. And yes, it's old. That mirror actually has a little tiny sticker on the back that says Meyer and Frank. But hey, now I got a mirror. Now I can give myself a haircut tonight.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh my god, I love it.
It didn't slow me down and make me look pretty though.
I don't get that from her, not for me, but
It
she
is
loves
dirty.
the mirror. I actually just wiped it off, but it is still dirty.
Oh, it's still very
Spots and
dirty.
stuff. That's the backing, I think, deteriorating. But hey, I can stand over here. I don't have to stand here to cut my hair.
Oh my god, Ed's gonna love that tonight so he can cut his hair.
Yeah.
With his little...
He forgot to use that thing last night. He goes, oh no. Anyway, there it is. Pull it out. I'm thinking I might shut it off before it comes back across tonight, just because it's going to be late enough. Yeah, they've been working all around us. One of them even turned around the end of the driveway earlier. We've been 8 years trying to get that mess by the pump site taken care of. In that 8 years, they've stopped by 3 times. First time they stopped by, we had the big traveler out. We'd already watered the headland down here and had the big traveler out here, and it had literally been running for 10 minutes. But it, like I said, it had already watered the headland, and we were dumping like 5 inches of water on. And they thought they were going to drive out here. You ain't driving over my hose, and you can't drive around it to get where you need to be, because this goes over and cuts across, and it was right against it. There's no way they could get through. And the next time they showed up mid or late November, well, let's just say where I'm sitting right now was full of water, and it'd be up to the top of the bracing on the gun where the gun's sitting.
They couldn't understand why I said I'm not going down to open the gate for you, because even the top gate handle was underwater. I'm not going down to open the fence so you can get in. You can't get there. And all those trucks have, well, most of them anyway, have low slung air intakes. But I got to move while it's that direction. Well, I suppose good enough time to close the video. There's starting to be some little drops on the ground. It's been raining on that upper ridge off and on all day. Kind of light rain now. Earlier you couldn't even see the upper ridge. Nick showed up a little bit ago. First thing, oh, where's Uncle Ed? Ed said his mom's doing his honeydew. He figures he'll have it all done today. And I just finished feeding. I got me a purse to carry or something, I guess. Get him away from the other dogs, let them eat. So that's our day. Spent a good share of the afternoon with Becky on the phone, getting more things straightened out. Just more fun. Trying to get, we now have the number for, I think it's the office for the foresters at PGE. And the gal looked up their schedule and, oh, there's no schedule for your address. Well, yeah, because they wiped it off because they're supposed to have been here every year for the last 8 years, and the only 3 times they showed up, they couldn't get there to do the job, so they didn't do it. And really, they should be here for fir trees, because our power was out twice this winter. I'm coming down on the line up there. Sorry, chasing pup, getting into things he's not supposed to be into. So, you know, there's a good place they could start. They can get down to the serious stuff, because what's leaning on the guy wire down there when it takes the guy wire out, it takes that end pole, which will at least knock that breaker out, which powers the house, and actually it'll do that one. That breaker, it'll knock that out. That does the shop. It'll knock both lines out when it happens. Yeah, they don't seem to understand why I'm concerned with it. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all had a good Tuesday. Hope everybody has a great hump day. And I get to chase the puppy around everything.